This is a 625 square foot one bedroom.
Walking into this New York City apartment, you wouldn't guess it was located next to a Superfund site. But that hasn't stopped luxury apartments, high-end grocery stores, and trendy restaurants from popping up along the banks of the Gowanus Canal in hopes of it becoming Brooklyn's hottest new neighborhood.
I think it's going to be ironic when we look back and we think of the canal and we look at it as a seed for growth. But that's what waterfront communities are.
Before those seeds can grow, the toxic cesspool that is the Gowanus Canal has to be cleaned up.
We've got about a 10-foot thick layer of mud in most of the places. That mud is very soft. It's heavily contaminated, some of the most contaminated sediments we've seen anywhere in any waterway in the United States.
The contamination dates back to the American Industrial Revolution. The primary pollutant? Coal tar, a byproduct of producing coal gas, once used to power street lamps and homes. The biggest new source of contamination? Sewage.
I think we need to get started yesterday, if not 10 years ago, on the cleanup, because a lot of the problem that we're seeing is squabbling over who's paying what, where, when, and why.
The EPA has identified dozens of polluters that own the legacy cleanup liability. Plans are in the design phase and involve dredging and capping the toxic mud and capturing the sewage runoff in overflow tanks. The sewage would then be pumped to solid waste treatment plants. Locals have lived with the promise of cleanup for decades, and now new residents and businesses are investing in the future potential of that promise.
I definitely hope they do clean it up. I mean, there's so much potential within this area, and there's so many great things that are happening. And as the city continues to gentrify and move outwards and build and expand in like these great neighborhoods that once were not neighborhoods at all, they were horrible places to be.
As if to chase people away, a mural along the canal's edge reads, "It came from the Gowanus," depicting a creature emerging from the toxic waters. But residents don't seem deterred.
I still live here, so out of all the things that I can worry about for my child, it's not the number one concern I have.
For now, there are signs warning people not to swim in or eat the fish from the canal. Cleanup should start by 2018 and last a decade at a cost of more than $500 million. Joseph Frederick, Associated Press, New York.